Dad, growing up, I had to share you with the general public, particularly in Harlem. Be honest, I always had mixed feelings about it. There were times where we might be at a restaurant or walking down the street or going somewhere, and people would stop you to talk to you, or you would stop to talk to someone. Honestly, I felt like our time was being intruded upon, or I got ADD. Sometimes I'd be in the middle of a thought or what have you, and then someone would come up, and then whatever I wanted to say that moment kind of got lost, and it bothered me sometimes. What I learned as I got older is that people can see you and always act like they don't see you. People don't have to stop to greet you. So when people go out of their way to do so, that means that you have affected their lives in a positive way. Dad, the thing that probably stuck with me the most out of the things that you've taught me, I think there would be two. One is that you always emphasize, make sure that I tried my best. The second thing that's stuck with me from you, I give you credit for, but also have to credit Grandpa and Great-Grandma, which is how special a community Harlem is. When I was coming up in the 70s and the 80s, Harlem was in rough shape, and a lot of people, though they don't like to act like it now, they look down on Harlem. Not only did you and the others in the family not, but you also were very clear about what a special community it was. I got an awful lot of that from you, as you of course got it from Great-Grandma and others, and that's super important to me, and I'm forever grateful for that. Dad, my most favorite thing about you is your pride in your people and the way that you strive to make our community a better place. That's been your full-time dedication, and that I've gotten to see the results of that, and so many other people have benefited from that. My favorite moment with you, I think, I was, as a kid, big time into Prince, like very early. Bluntly, when Prince's first few albums came out, they were unusual, to say the least, and not everybody was into him, and a lot of people thought of him as weird or what have you. But that was my favorite artist. And I remember we had flown down to see Great-Grandma in Miami, and I had the Purple Rain soundtrack on the cassette in my Walkman on the plane, and we were sitting next to each other, and I was about to play it, and you asked what was I playing, and I said Prince, and you took the headphones from me, you put them on, and you started listening to the soundtrack for Purple Rain. I assumed that you were going to listen to a couple of minutes and then hand me back over the headphones. And I'll never forget that I waited and waited and waited, and Side A, Let's Go Crazy, and Computer Blue, and all those songs played, and then you stopped the tape and you flipped it over, and you played the other side, and then when it was done, you're like, oh, okay, I see why you're into them. And I felt super validated. And so Prince is gone now, but it's ironic. Actually just got this magazine today, and I appreciate the way that he helped to connect us. Dad, I learned a lot from your musical loves of Stevie Wonder and Bob Marley and Marvin Gaye, and that enriched my life. And I felt that once you started paying attention to Prince and Morris Day and The Time and Rick James, that I was doing something to enhance your musical taste in your life. So I'm glad that we got to learn from one another.